You'd think that in our modern world, we've seen it all. We've mapped pretty much every corner of the globe. But what if I told you that explorers just stumbled upon a literal lost world? A prehistoric forest that's been thriving in total isolation from all of us. I know, it sounds like something straight out of a movie, but this is completely real. So that's the million-dollar question, right? We've got satellites that can read a license plate from space, so how on earth does an entire forest just stay hidden? How does it stay a complete secret in this day and age? Well, the answer is as wild as it is simple. It wasn't hiding on the surface, it was hiding down, deep down. And we're not talking about some little pothole here. This thing is a gigantic opening in the Earth's crust, a sinkhole so deep it has its own weather and conceals an entire self-contained world. Okay, so to really wrap our heads around this discovery, we've got to understand the incredible geology at play here. This isn't just a hole, it's a story that's been millions of years in the making. The local name for these formations is just perfect. They call them Tian Keng, which literally translates to heavenly pit. And I mean, you can see why, right? The name just perfectly captures that feeling of looking down into another world from above. It's majestic and kind of terrifying all at once. Now, a formation like this doesn't just happen anywhere. This heavenly pit was found in China's Leh County, a place that's famous for something called karst topography. Just picture a landscape of these dramatic, almost otherworldly limestone pillars and deep, sudden depressions. The ground there is basically like Swiss cheese, just riddled with caves and underground rivers. It's the perfect landscape to hide a secret world. So how do you make one of these? Well, it's a super slow but powerful process. It all starts with rainwater, which is slightly acidic. It seeps into little cracks in the bedrock and just starts dissolving it. Do that for thousands, maybe millions of years, and you carve out a massive cave deep underground. Eventually, the ceiling of that cave gets so big it can't hold its own weight anymore, and the whole thing just comes crashing down, ripping open this incredible window to the sky. Okay, so understanding the geology is one thing. But can you just imagine being one of the very first people to rappel down into that? Let's switch gears and talk about the human side of this, the incredible journey into this lost world. 630 feet. It's a number that's almost impossible to really picture. So to put that in perspective, that's like standing on the roof of a 60-story skyscraper and leaning over the edge to look at the ground. It's a journey not just down, but from our world into something totally different. Yeah. One of the explorers really captured the feeling perfectly. As you go down, it's not just that it gets dark. The sounds change, the air feels different, the light from our world just fades away. You are literally crossing a boundary into another reality. So, what did they find at the bottom after that pretty intense descent? Not just a couple of trees. They found an entire, ancient, thriving forest. A complete ecosystem that's been totally sealed off from the rest of the planet for who knows how long. And what makes this place so special? Well, for starters, there are these ancient trees that are over 130 feet tall, all stretching desperately towards that little patch of sky so far above. The floor is covered in this dense carpet of strange plants that have evolved to live in the shadows. And get this, there are 3 cave entrances at the bottom, leading off to who knows where. This place is a biological treasure chest, and it could easily be hiding species that are totally new to science. The contrast here is just mind-blowing. On the surface, you've got your typical modern landscape, scrubland, signs of human activity. But just 630 feet straight down, you're in a biological time capsule. An ancient world that's been developing on its own, completely untouched. 2 different worlds, literally on top of each other. Now, this is way more than just a cool adventure story. Finding a place like this has huge implications for science and for how we see our planet. So let's talk about why this discovery really matters. And here's the key takeaway. In a world where basically nothing is free from human impact, this forest is a pristine natural laboratory. It's like a control group for the whole planet. Scientists can study it to see how life evolves without us getting in the way. It's a window into what our world might have been like, and it gives us an invaluable baseline to measure just how much we've changed things. And all of this leads to this one really exciting thought. If a place like this can hide in a giant sinkhole in China, well, what else is out there? What other secrets is our planet keeping, tucked away in caves or at the bottom of the ocean, just waiting to be found? And I think that's the most amazing part of this whole story. It's just a powerful reminder that there are still so many wonders left to find, so many mysteries to solve. The age of discovery isn't something you just read about in history books. It is happening right now.